Hello everyone, Shams looks here. Have you ever heard of the knowledge pyramid? It's a simple yet powerful model that shows how raw data can become smart decisions. Today, let's climb these steps together. DIKW is the acronym for Data, Information, Knowledge, and Wisdom. It all starts with data. These are raw, isolated values, a number, a symbol. On their own, they don't mean much. For example, you see a red line. That is data. But there is no context. What is that? When we place that data into context, it gains meaning. Now, imagine you're driving and see that red light at a busy intersection. Now, it's information, data in context. But context alone isn't enough. When information is interpreted and given practical meaning, it becomes knowledge. In this case, knowledge means knowing you needed to hit the brakes. Now we reach the top of the pyramid, wisdom. It's when you apply knowledge intelligently and strategically. In our example, you brake before the intersection, you avoid the crash, you act with wisdom. So, bringing this to real world. In practice, the model works like this. Raw data is collected by systems like RRPs. It's processed into information via BI. You gain knowledge by interpreting dashboards and generating insights. And wisdom happens when you make smart decisions based on those insights. Climbing the DIKW Pyramid is like training your data vision, from a single number to a strategic decision. That's the power of well-used data. Let's take a look at the question on the screen. I'm only bringing one example here, because this isn't a topic that appears frequently in exams. Still, I believe it's a concept that can be explained quickly and clearly. And it's not too complex to understand, so I thought it was worth including. You will notice that the prompt asks us to evaluate the statement below. That means this is a true or false question. If you would like, pause the video now and try to answer it. Done? Alright, let's go over it together. So what's the verdict? Yes, the statement is true. It accurately describes what we have seen in theory. Data are indeed raw values that don't mean much when analyzed alone, but when placed in context, they become information. And when that information is interpreted with meaning, we gain knowledge, which happens, for example, during the descriptive or diagnostic data analysis, when we seek to understand not only what happened, but also why it happened. Finally, when we apply that knowledge in a practical and strategic way, we achieve wisdom. With robust historical analysis, companies, through skilled data scientists and analysts, are able to create predictive models that identify trends and anticipate future scenarios. This provides a stronger foundation for business decisions. That's the top of the pyramid, taking smart action based on what the data is telling us. Well, that is it for now. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end. I hope the theory and the question walkthrough were clear and helpful. If you have any questions, doubts, or want to add to the topic, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you find the content on this channel useful, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe, like the video, share it, and engage. That helps YouTube understand that this kind of content is worth showing to the others too. Thanks again, and see you in the next one.